it everybody's favorite map, like, realistically? What's going on?
I suppose so, but hey, things are starting out pretty fiery. Look at the top of apps. Everyone's just going bananas.
Oh, already, yeah. There's going to be the first pick down, and it seems like, yeah, the advantage coming over to Bocks. I mean, sorry, Hot Flash. Wait. Am I? I think the names are switched up, and I'm just confused.
That's okay. We'll go with blue and orange. The blue team right now looking pretty good as things go forwards, but it is a 4v4.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Senna looking upwards, trying to take that pick down, but Kimmy's hiding in the corner. Oh. Okay, that pick is nice here in the pistol round, so they're able to take out at least 3 of the players here over on the... Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not looking too good here for Bocks.
Yeah, it's a bit of a struggle right now,
yeah.
Janky. Still holding the back of sight. 1v3. Playing off contact, you could say. Maybe off of trades. Doesn't quite go well either way. Great defuse early on.
Yeah.
For Police, send the Bocks. Helping out, though, the beginning. I mean, that was a really good play coming out from Hot Flash. There was a strong entry onto the site. Very little util was used, so the economy going into the next round is going to look a little bit better than before, but already it looks like Bocks looking to play a little bit of the buy-up anti-eco strat here, just looking to farm some money into the next round. I mean, why not, right? You have so many grenades. You're looking to chip that damage away. This round, you want it over as soon as you can.
And it was a good way to play it, right? Please Send Bocks was playing in some of these cheeky corners, making sure that they had the advantage in terms of, I mean, peeking advantage, right? So if Hot Flashes were going to peek there, they were in a place where you wouldn't really expect it. But here it comes, right? The entry there from Leah trying to get a flash through, but Bocks completely prepared for it.
Slowly crawling up the stairs. Look at the division now from Bocks, dividing themselves between the two sites, but predominantly on A site. Still waiting for those contact corners. Towards the bottom with Smiley and Senna waiting across the ways of apps. No real contact just made, though. Though there's a strong chance we'll see everyone in Bocks rotate over.
Oh, and they're all jumping down. They ended up getting Bocks. I mean, completely a deer in headlights here, but a nice flank here from Senna. Senna not being able to hit that first-hand shot actually leads to somewhat of an advantage here for Hot Flashes. And I mean, overall, right, a buy round that was here for Bocks just turns into something that didn't work out well.
And this is a delayed rotate now from Kimmy and Bouchard. They have to wait for the bomb to go down, but the places have already been set. Leah's at 1 HP, needs to hold those corners, maybe play for contact and be info more so than a killing machine.
Oh, Butcher's ready. I mean, you can see the strats that's going on in their heads right here, right? Please Send Bocks. They know they need to try for something before that bomb starts to go down. Kimmy looking for the entry in, but it's going to be Janky getting taken down. Here comes the 2K, not able to actually be perceived. So Sunny's able to escape that.
Trades on trades on trades. And Bocks, again, they took such a long time for those hiding on B site to rotate over to A, only until when the bomb goes down and everyone who was anchoring on A site had fallen away was their time for a rotate. By the time we had seen that bomb go into the ground and before Kimmy gets traded out, it's a 2v4. That's so much angles and firepower you have to worry about in the post plant. But again, that was the buy-up round for Bocks, and now things have evened up. Hot Flash have tied the series up at 1-1, but those buys, this is a full eco for Bocks now, and they're choosing not to play it that aggressively. They're waiting for that approach towards B for maybe a full rotate, but instead, this could be a gigantic flank.
I think this is a perfect play to make. Hot Flashes have been aggressively pushing upwards, using their flashes, I mean, as the name suggests. And now, Bocks trying to adapt to this play, knowing that they don't really have a lot to play with here on the pistol round. So, I mean, as they start to sit here, all they necessarily have is just using some of the util they have right now.
Yeah, and just the corners, the environment to their advantage. You can already see Kimmy looking to relinquish space away. She's looking for a little bit of help, maybe.
Yeah.
The default, a split push coming out from Hot Flash. They could go realistically wherever they want. Just a matter of playing that time right now as we hit the 1 minute mark.
Yeah, they're all just sitting here patiently. I think Senna might just be able to get one. I'm not so sure that they're going to be able to see it. Kimmy across here right on, not being able to notice. There it comes, but the shot's completely missed. Back off there. I mean, that's the only thing that you can do. You try to hit the shots, you miss, you take the back off, and now you play for the site. Oof.
Call has been made for the rotate now. Everyone trying to come onto the site before that bomb comes into the ground, but look at this. It's all split up. Vanessa's nowhere near the rest of the team.
It's pretty rough here as it goes, right? A 3v3 situation, but Leah doesn't have a lot of health to play with initially, right? You got that 17 health left, and Sunny's stuck in a corner waiting for somebody to entry in. It's Senna looking for the opening. Will they find it? Sunny in the back, gonna get taken down, which is great for Please Send Bocks. Now Hot Flash is leaving Janky left alone, but Janky's working the way around the back. It's not gonna work as Bocks, Butchered, I mean, takes one for the team.
Really nice effort there, especially again, surviving with 3 left. Great economy boost coming out from Bocks' side, but Hot Flash, they nearly had that attempt going forwards for themselves too. That was such a great round again for a whole eco, it seemed like, just transforming into picking up those weapons, the Galil, the FAMAS, everything, picked up off the ground of the dead enemies of their enemies for the most part, or even in some cases, teammates. Hot Flash, they're forced to eco now too, except for Summer, who nearly got away. It's only a Vandal, only an AK compared to everything else. There is a little bit of anti-eco potential here, but you have to rack up that money.
Yeah, racking up the money isn't easy. I mean, as we've seen, it's kind of been like a back and forth for both of these teams. Okay, a pissed around here for Please Send Bocks, a pissed around here for Hot Flashes, and I mean, I don't think this iteration is ever going to end. If Hot Flashes manages to win this one out, Please Send Bocks are going to be in trouble. A nice util here down in mid, but nothing getting caught out.
Yeah, it's a slow approach this time. Most of the executes have been pretty slow. It's just a matter of waiting out that timer again. Usually, Hot Flash just love to X-Egg and explode onto a site, but there's actually a lot of map pressure outside of B and Banana that makes things pretty difficult for Hot Flash to find a comfortable way in.
Yeah, this like postponing of the push is great. Like Hot Flashes are really just looking for something more like that initiation type of thing. Okay, well, Janky's trying to find an opening. Will they be able to get it? So that first pick is definitely something that Hot Flashes is looking for to help them out, but Leah gets taken down. So now you kind of have this worry of what's going to happen next. Janky, though, with that opening pick, so a really nice refrag.
Yeah, the trades on trades here. Bouchard looking to find the crosses. Gets spotted out, though. Hot Summer there with the trade, but Smiley's there as an ever so great anchor. And Bocks, they don't have to worry about anything. The bomb hasn't even come close to A site.
Oh, and Bocks knows they got to sit there, but it doesn't matter. It's the round win here. I mean, it works out, right? Hot Flashes had to save that round. Didn't have a lot to work with, but overall, it was a good attempt. They managed to get these picks. They managed to at least take a couple down. And honestly, like right here with Janky, it's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, and tradability seems to be a bit of a struggle for both teams. I love the way Smiley anchors herself on A side, just able to moat anyone out who pushes through that aggressive smoke towards the back of A. But when you are also just looking to find that trade potential, your teammate goes down, you need to find that contact back. It's been a struggle to find that sort of momentum, and it's been a huge opportunity for Bocks to kind of at least fray away Hot Flash towards that mid to late round, ensure that when there is an execute, Hot Flash can't use all of their resources. They're going in with 4 or maybe even 3 bodies, trying to find that exec.
Yeah, I think this one is going to be an interesting one coming up the next. But yeah, I mean, looking back at it, right, it was just the really soft play that Hot Flashes had. I honestly thought it would work out based on, you know, the refrag that they managed to get, the second frag out when they finally collected that of course, I believe the AK, but overall, it's just more so what can happen in this round. It's going to be the match pause as they discuss what's going to happen next. You can see Bocks Smiley really smiling there, but a 3-1 lead here. I mean, they're feeling pretty comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, again, these anchors have just worked so well for Bocks. And Hot Flash, this isn't the first time this has happened to them either. This same instance of going down fairly early on in these rounds and trying to gain that momentum forwards in just only a few days ago. When they went up against Echo, it was the same exact ordeal on Overpass, starting out a little slow, trying to feel out how do Bocks actually play this, and just getting those positions down for those executes. I think this tack timeout is a really smart play, Gompers, because now you can kind of reassess, think what's going on, and then maybe we can see a more aggressive round from Hot Flash here.
Yeah, I definitely want to see that aggression come forth. It worked out a lot majority of the time, right? We saw them be able to go out through mid. And generally, they like to keep that mid control, which is something that, you know, pretty typical. But as it stands, right, you can see them here, at least for Kimmy, trying to stop something towards B and a little bit of control down towards mid here for Please Send Bocks, but it's not going to be very much effective. Senna, who holding it down with something scary.
It's like both A and B are giant castles. And the drawbridge is up with all this util. The invading Hot Flash, they're afraid to push in, it seems like right now. But again, we're looking at 120 on the clock. Usually it takes for them to be maybe 40 seconds to go for those XX. And by then, We talk about those early trades. It's not a possibility. Look at the weapons, though. Hot Flash, they have some utility to work with there. Plenty of smokes. You have some Molotovs as well. Plenty of AKs on the board. It's a matter of just trying to drain that util against Bocks right now. And we do see that coming into play. Only Kimmy doesn't have any util at all. Everyone else have plenty of flashbangs up the wazoo.
Yeah, the slow push up here. Janky isn't even using a rifle right now, so... I mean,
this
the
is
setup,
an anti-eco advantage here.
Yeah, the setup looking a little janky here. Unfortunately enough, a Molotov going to be thrown down on the floor, so Janky stuck where they are, not able to assist any further. But still, Hot Flash, you know, they're still pretty, not diligent, but more so patient in the way that they're playing here.
But they're playing directly into the graphic box again. The quick corner, a strafe, and then it leads into a trade. You would think that could be good for 3, but it's not. It's then on Smiley, and Smiley again. Just racking up the KD, padding those stats. A meltdown after the tack timeout.
And that one worked out so well, too. The way that things are going, but it still worked out in the end, right? Hot Flash just kind of got cut in crossfire, but at the end of the day, it's going to be that 4-1. Please send Bocks really bringing the heat here. And like you said, it was that anti-eco advantage that really just didn't work out in the end. Hopefully things start to look a little bit more fresh here for Anti-Flash after, Hot Flash after, yeah, playing the Anti-Flash, but Hot Flash after this round. It's another save round.
Yeah, another save round. I mean, on the bright side, you know, if you want to count that, you know, as almost a near anti-eco. Maybe try to get a Deagle headshot against Senazop. Might be a little bit of a bigger ask than done, but this is directly almost conditioning that Bocks are playing into Hot Flash. They're dumping that util. They're preventing that wide swing. But no, the unknown punish is Bouchard, who barely gets away.
Oh, but Bouchard's stepping back. They want to try to take these angles as they must. There comes the first. There's at least 3 more standing just behind. They're holding a crossfire, but will Bouchard peek? Waiting for that util to be expended. It's Bocks trying their best to be able to do something here. And Leah left alone in the back of sight. Yeah, at the moment you peek here, I do believe that maybe Smiley's going to get picked off, but this is the best that you can do. But it's Smiley holding the angle, knowing that the possible peek is going to come. And Leah gets taken down, and that's going to be another round of the board.
We've seen just about everything from Hot Flash in terms of the momentum. Going fast, going slow. Both of which always just held by a decisive anchor from the CT side of Bocks. They've been holding angles. They're waiting for that util push in. We haven't really seen a lot of flashes or even smokes going in for these XX from Hot Flash. There hasn't really been that much utility to clear that space.
Yeah, I definitely think for Hot Flashes here right now, they've been playing very, very passively, and they're always stuck in this iteration of, okay, I can't buy, okay, now I can, I can't buy, now I can. And one of the issues is I feel like they're not investing, like you said, too much util. And in the aggressions before were working so well. During the pistol round, it definitely felt like it felt like home. And Hot Flash, you'd assume that their approach would be obviously very fast paced, using those flashes to gain that advantage or whatnot. But it definitely feels like we're seeing a very passive approach, a little bit too much respect here for Bocks.
See, I'm glad you mentioned the util, because now we're seeing a whole bunch being bought up by Hot Flash. Now so much pressure on Bouchard.
Oh no. But still, it's going to be the frag out. At least the 3v3, we still have an op on the board here for Senna, and Senna can abuse that most definitely. But the thing is that now coming into this, they're going to have to retake the site, right? You got that op in hand. It's going to be harder for you to try to take this.
Yeah, this is incredibly rough. The op playing the long distance away. The split push coming through from the upper part of the map to around CT spawn. Smiley, so good about that anchor. Like you said, Gompers, forced out of her very comfortable position, anchoring on A. Now towards the back of Coffin.
Oh, they're preparing. You see that lineup getting ready to use. Maybe this is, yeah, what they need here. Smiley looking for an advantage. You're going to try to throw a nade down and backside. Is it going to work? There comes the damage. And a nice retake in here. All right, Bocks taking it 6-1.
That was a full retake, and it didn't seem like a single shot was fired from Bocks.
No.
Oh, I hope we get to see that lineup again. I mean, let's talk about Hot Flash's lineup here. So much good pressure on Bouchard, but it just wasn't deep enough. Still good to back up and get that double kill in the very beginning there, but the lineup that we saw in the post plant was amazing. Now, I believe that was the Incinerary was able to clog out backside, and it did remove those power positions.
No, it was amazing. And the fact that they kind of like used that in cohesion with the nade, as you could tell. Actually, I believe they threw a nade back there, which is what I believe I saw Smiley trying to prep up for. But it seems like here, yeah, already trying to throw a smoke down. Senna doesn't have the viewpoint, but there it comes. A 2K there and doesn't need it either, which is great. Hot Leah goes down, so does Zinnia. And now it's pretty much a 3v5.
Now, we see that investment of the Op2 from Sunny. It's a very, very expensive weapon. In fact, the economy left now for the 3 left alive is down to $100. Not the situation you want to be in at all when you're down by 5 rounds. Only 1 on the board for the series so far. Up above, Summer. Smiley's now gone. There is one more for the potential trade, but Summer's able to get away from all the other encounters here. Considering he goes down to clear that space, Gompers, but there is a few more trying to contest against Senna and Vanessa in the back.
Yeah, the contest over here on A site. You can see Hot Flash prepping for this. It's only 2 players there for Please Send Bocks. There it comes. Trying to use some of these lineups to gain themselves an advantage, but it's Summer throwing out possible smoke here to clear things up. And as the things get cleared, it's Vanessa that isn't sitting in the back. At least maybe just a little bit too cleared up. Oh no, Vanessa has a really good angle here.
Sunny has to watch 2 angles though. Which one is which? Where can they come from? But from behind, it's Kimmy instead. Not away the upper. Summer, we saw their trade once before. They were untraded out. 50 HP, last left alive. Has to deal with the 1v3. So many angles at once. None of which come to fruition. 7-1 now from Bocks and Hot Flash. We see them buy up. We see some differences. We see some anti-conditioning come out against Bocks. But no matter what, it's just getting onto the bomb site itself has been the team's greatest struggle for T-side.
Yeah. And maybe that kind of begs the question, are we taking the correct approach? I definitely think, fighting towards, I believe it was B there, it worked out in a sense, you could say so when they were working up. Maybe. But the thing is that they got caught with the smoke.
Yeah, I like their beginning. I like their early rounds. I like the mid rounds. It's just the execute itself has been a little rough at times for Hot Flash. But here, there could be some changes. We see Hot Flash doing Hot Flash things. Early util dump against Bocks.
Yeah, they're sitting back pretty peacefully here once again. And this is something that we see all the time here from Hot Flash, right? With the pistols, they're really just trying to at least gain some ground, trying not to pressure up too far. They know if they get a rifle here, it could work in the end.
It very well could, but how do you find that entry point to take down Sen Bocks? Feels like for the most part, right around where we see Kimmy and Senna standing around, but again, those D-core angles have been great for the anti-execution. Bouchard got a hold of something. Heard the audio and footsteps backs off site. Bouchard versus the world now, Comp. Oh no.
Yeah, this is pretty scary. Bouchard had to push back. They knew what was coming. They said, listen, there's going to be a whole entire push coming along. I got to protect his B site, but Bouchard doesn't care. It's going to be that duke down. Hot Flash need to work for it. And he is actually able to get a rifle in their hands. Kimmy takes it away almost immediately and tries to work themselves back up towards that B. So now we have Hot Flash in a difficult position where it is going to be a 2v4, and that one rifle that they were managed to get is no longer going to be there. And Please Send Bocks, and it just most likely might be able to clear this one.
Bomb does go to the ground at the very least. Zinni was the last alive, but that doesn't last very much longer. 7-1 now. Well, I'm sorry, 7 is the difference of the scoreline. 8-1 is the true scoreline between the two teams here. And it's looking rough, Gompers. I can't stress it any other way. Hot Flash right now struggling to find, again, that entry point on the T side. But keep in mind, there might be some silver lining here. Hot Flash, we haven't seen them play this map yet this season. They could very well become a CT warlords themselves.
Yeah, I do think so too. Maybe it is going to be that. Maybe the T side is really what's kind of taken them by storm here. Especially with Please Send Bocks. I mean, they have a pretty solid hold. We're not even discussing that. Hot Flash, we discussed their takes on the site, how it's not working out due to that util. But Please Send Bocks, you saw that Molotov that came through. Nothing is working out for them here for Hot Flash because Please Send Bocks just know how to hold these players back.
Oh, great aggressive util dump coming out from Leah here.
Nice. Trying
to hold those on B side at bay for at least a little bit. This is actually a fake. It's all going down on A site.
And it's actually a nice fake too. Look at this. Although the thing is that there is still going to be a couple players residing here on the A site. It's going to be Hot Summer taken down. That's a nasty headshot to it. Janky is actually able to collect a rifle off that dome. Zinnia's health going low. And now they know, right? That information is there. Hey, it was a fake. Janky's coming along, and maybe they might just be able to help out with the clear. And as it does, I mean, now it's going to be the persistence of Kimmy.
Now Leah, the one who sold the fake on B side, now rotating back over to A. It's Kimmy, last alive, 104 ADR, by the way. Pretty good so far in this matchup. Has been a great ringleader when it comes to getting these kills. Has to go up against Sunny, especially.
Do you believe in that?
Down that hallway. It's a struggle, Gomp, and I don't know. There's so many angles you have to clear out, and Leah might have it.
Ooh, I was about to ask, do you believe in the Kimmy 1v3? But it turns out Leah doesn't.
I've never heard that story before.
Do you believe in that? Yeah, the story, it starts in a place called CSGO.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
And I forgot the rest of the story, to be honest with you. I fell asleep.
Well, that's okay. You know what? Still in the making. We'll have to see next round.
Most definitely. 8-2, though. I mean, able to take a round in, which is great for Hot Flash. So maybe this is like the momentum booster they needed.
Yeah, and I mean, look at the weapons right now. Sunny again retains that op. That's such a strong weapon to keep. Could be great for that early aggression. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh. Kimmy's holding the ankle, though. Oh, they're pushing up together. This is great. Kimmy may be just overextending just a bit. It's going to be the leg being seen here. Unless Leah tries it, Senna gets some of that damage down. And having the up as well, they have to back off here. The most they can do is possibly hold the choke point coming on to the B site. But other than that, it is mostly just, I mean, a struggle here for Hot Flash to get through.
And I'm always good to clear some space for Hot Flash and make some distance away from Bocks. 2 left alive, though, for Hot Flash, going into 1 minute 10 left of the round. There's still plenty of opportunities to go to A site after B's been blocked out by the Molotov, but it seems like, again, trying to cut audio, distract with the op shots, looking to fight through the walls, but nobody's there. Instead, it's the travel, the caravan back over to A, Gompers, and this makes me worried. You would think maybe they would stack over on B if you're on the Bocks side, but instead, no, they read into this rotate so well. Not 1, not 2, but 3 different positions now held on A for the 2 left to push on the site.
Yeah, they're trying to smoke out here. Maybe gain something. Nobody ever catches Vanessa in this angle either. They're constantly sitting back here. And now Leah finally might just be able to punish Vanessa. But at the same time, there is possibly playing off some of that contact here, right? Smiley waiting behind the box. Leah tried to clear out as much as they can, but it's Vanessa that swings through the moment that help is needed. And it is, in fact, going to be a 9-2. And it's just the constant points here for Please Send Bocks that keep coming.
Absolutely. I mean, you got to give it to Bocks and their patience as well. Maybe not the best clip to show off patience there from Bocks side, but overall, though, the fact that we didn't see that over-rotate in the mid-round, especially after the last 2 alive for Hot Flash and cut silence, was a really good indicator that they felt comfortable about where they think Hot Flash are going to end up going for the majority of the rounds. And oftentimes, we do see Hot Flash go for these late executes on the A side, but not once have we seen it go successfully. In fact, actually, no, we've only seen A and B work successfully once in tandem, but so far, we haven't seen a site break that mold to be the more dominant one just yet. Did have a brief pause, though. Weapons are being bought again by Hot Flash. We do see the op. It looks like it does get retained back into Sunny's hands, but it's been a difficult journey, Gomp. It's been a difficult journey.
Yeah, it definitely has. And one of the things that feel a little concerning is the constant abuse Vanessa has over on the A site, right? The moment you finally back off that B, it's the A that really just gives you some of that trouble. Vanessa once again coming along and able to take that first-hand pick. And that's going to be that first opening that really just creates that momentum here. Smiley peeking through. It's going to be the 2K down, and now there's a lot more to come. Janky around the back, but gets it around the back as well. And it just keeps coming, right? What you get is what you get back, and Hot Flash can't even give.
Oh, the expectation that Hot Flash were expecting Bocks to play so far back again. That was a full aggro round. It's not something we've seen yet from the team. It worked out really well, taking that economy that was built up by Hot Flash and slamming it back down into the ground again. And look what's left. You have that force hammer going down against the team, and now you're left with Tech 9s and P2s. You only have a single AK to work with here off of Janky.
Over here, though. Okay, and we've seen this a lot, too, which is interesting. But here it comes. I mean, they're coming full force. This is what I wanted to see. The over-aggression so that you just can't play with it. And it works out so perfectly. You have 5 players coming along in a 2-person hold. Nothing works out. You're able to take the advantage. And now, I mean, the biggest struggle is really just getting yourself onto the site, but you managed to do that. So Smiley gets taken down by Xenia. A perfect round here. Although will Vanessa be able to clutch it up? Vanessa, the clutch master, constantly being able to take these fights, and it's Bouchard taking another one down, and it's another one.
You know what? The wild thing is, the majority of these rounds where we see Hot Flash having, at least for the most part, a full buy, looks like they're entirely winnable rounds. It's just a single point, like a single Apex point, that allows Bocks to just swing in and find this checkmate for the round. And in that last case, it was Vanessa going through, flanking, and finding the double kill there. Hot Flash was completely caught off guard. And the response to this, again, is more aggression from both sides.
Oh, and this is going to be a rough game as well, because look at that smile. They're getting more confident by the second. The confidence is what's going to be the most worrying. Denny is not even wanting to peek this. They know what's going to happen if they do. So look at this, having some moderation here.
Yeah, and this is a great anti-conditioning play again. Hot Flash don't know what to expect anymore. Are they going to go push up? Are they going to go back to site? This mid-round is really important for Hot Flash to figure out, but again, they're choosing to respect the space, assume that it's going to be an aggressive play, and waiting for those angles for anyone to overheat, but no, the answer is not going to be that. Bocks instead, outside of, say, I don't know, Bouchard hiding in Banana, it's going to be everyone else waiting for these contact lines, for the double crosses outside of A. And once again, Bouchard's been pressured again, has to go off-site, facing the mollies too, should be the call for the rotate.
Oh, no, Bouchard gets stuck in the smoke. They're actually able to... Oh, there it is! They didn't see it, but now they see it. There's the second. I mean, listen, Bouchard is a smoke monster, but for a second I thought that they managed to pick them off, and I was like, why is it showing up on the kill feed? But, you know, we were both a little bit confused there.
Oh, great use of the smoke there. Acting like it's a little bit of a mini wall. Zini, though, last alive in a 1v3. Hey, Gompers.
Yeah?
Have you heard the story of Zinnia?
No, what is the story of Zinnia?
I'll have to tell you later.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. The story ended a little bit too shorter than what we expected, but it's okay though, right? 2 points. It's still not over yet. Okay. There's more to come, I believe.
Now, keep in mind, I was wrong earlier. I wanted to quickly correct myself. We have seen Hot Flash play against Echo earlier this season on Inferno. Did not win the map either, but it was a fairly close affair. I believe it ended 13-16. So again, Hot Flash, we have to keep an eye on their CT side. Haven't done as well on their Ts so far, but again, as we see aggression meet full-blown aggression, it's mostly just a battle of seeing how fast can we go to the opposite side. And this is one of the last full buys we are going to see from Hot Flash. And with so many AKs on the board, this might be their chance to intrude on the A through Fs.
Oh, I actually really like this. We haven't seen this out of Hot Flash before, and when we did, Vanessa was sitting in the back. Managed to take them out, but this time Vanessa lacking maybe just a little bit in positioning. Never mind. Actually, no, Vanessa said, I'm on the other side here. You know, trying for something different, and it works.
Well, that's left as two now. Zinnia and Summer looking to play off of each other. Hopefully not for trades, though, especially in a 4v2.
This never ends, right? Summer sitting in the backside. You could see a little bit distressed there. And I mean, they're able to get the defusal once again. Please send Bocks. And you can tell this team is strong based on the way they're handling Hot Flash. And once again, right, Keg? Like, it's the confidence that you can really see coming through.
Absolutely. Just raw mechanics have shined through both sides, especially when everyone started to go and just be super aggressive in the early rounds. We're seeing more raw gunfights, less positions being held, and certainly, which I think is a benefit for Hot Flash here, has been great to have not as much utility being thrown against you. Raw gunfight.
From your favorite cup, but you're still not waking up. Oh, what a mess. You know how the story goes. Same as yesterday, or so I'm told. Sweep the filthy truth underneath the bed. Cobwebs
Welcome back, everybody. Hot Flash coming in a little cold for the first half. The T side hasn't really been that great for their executes, but luckily now we're swapping over and they can be anchor demons when it comes to the second half of the first. Here are the best of 3 of his ESL Impact Season 2 between themselves and please send Bocks. Gompers, oh, already a quick shot from Senna against Summer to really relay things and how aggressive we should see for the rest of the game.
Ooh. Very silent here. And I mean, now that we're able to see Hot Flash kind of go over to that CT side, right? We talked about maybe this is what they need to be able to gain some ground and gain some of that momentum. And I do think this pistol run is actually going to be the best way to do that, just because, right? You get that first round, you're able to get the second, you can kind of run off that high a little bit longer. So seeing to it, though, will Kimmy be able to let that happen down in backside? There comes the flash, and now they know where Summer is. They got to work with it.
There's just destruction everywhere now. Good trades back and forth for everybody, though. Look at that, though. 50 seconds left. Back and forth once again. It's just trades on trades.
Yeah. 2v2. We know how Vanessa is. I mean, Vanessa's constantly, like, really just showing off here. And that's one of the things, right? Playing with the emotion. Vanessa is able to get through just because of playing off that contact. Zinnia actually takes the 1v1 situation. And even though Zinnia has the 89, it's only a one tap to the head that really makes it through. Bouchard knows, though. Knows a lot better than to really pick these fights and wait for the angle to peak. Zinnia should have just played for the bomb there.
Yeah, a really good stall coming out from Bocks.
Yeah.
And that whole execution was just a slow crawl onto the site, full util dump after. And sure, I mean, it is the pistol round. There's not too much you can use in terms of utility, but there wasn't really any stopping power for little Bocks to deal with until they got onto the site. It was more so just rogue headshots from then and there. And Hot Flash again, they're going to be forced to underpower their buy up against now the forced buy of Bocks. And when you have a Galil going up against your USPS, it might be a little bit difficult at times to find that long range.
Senna's trying to open things up, and that's great, right? Shooting through the smoke, they're able to at least collect a couple. Hot Flash, I mean, they're struggling here. They're getting taken down. Everything they do, Kimmy's going to be able to punish them for it. It's just the constant punishment that keeps coming down to it. And it's unfortunate here, but Hot Flash, I mean, they're still looking for more. Will they be able to, though?
Smoke goes down, divides out the site. It's going to be incredibly hard to push in now because now Smoke's covering every single angle of entry here. You'd have to go in blind. No discoverability outside of your own 2 eyeballs to see what happens next. In Summer, facing that, losing the eyeballs for the round. It's going to be 1 left alive, and Janky playing a slower game. Looking to find maybe some exits at at least 1 or 2.
Kimmy's working up. Oh, turning around. I'm joking around maybe just a little bit. They're trying to do some bunny hops there. Janky manages to catch them out, so no bunnies here today. But Janky's, I'm a little bit afraid here. Managed to take the 1. There comes the rifle. Will they be able to pick it up? As they do, they try to at least get the reload in. But it's just the constant winning here. It's the 15-2 keg.
It's that point. And keep in mind, too, for Hot Flash, this is their map pick, too, for the vetoes. We went into this predicting 67% would be in please send Bocks' favor. 33%, including yourself, Gomper, said that Hot Flash might be able to make their way through. But again, this is the one map where they felt most comfortable on, at least so far. That's why they chose it first. I'm more afraid of map number 2. It's Overpass. And like we said, it's the only map so far that we have seen Evil Geniuses lose, and now it's in the hands of Bocks themselves.
And by the way, Bocks is playing right now. That'd be pretty scary coming in for Hot Flash. Vanessa actually manages to get taken down here. Zinnia's running off that high. They might just be able to retrieve the rifle that we had prior. But as it is, Bouchard looking for more. Zinnia can't even really push themselves up forward. And once again, it's just the constant picks here for Please Send Bocks. But a 2v3, it's winnable.
It is winnable. Just a matter about holding the site.
Yeah.
Now it looks like for the last 2 alive for Hot Flash, it's Janky and Summer to try to go for a full retake again. Keep in mind, last round when this happened, they were blocked off by smokes and they had to look for exits. This time, they have to play aggressively. The entire map stake is at their hands.
They need this 1 round. Hot Flash, you can tell they're playing very tactically here, at least trying to get that Molotov to clear out that corner so Summer can peek through. The flash comes out at perfect timing, and it's going to be Senna taking out the 2. And it's pretty much over.